my team just sent me this story and asked me to react to it. So I was like, okay, what's there to react? So it says Carmelo Anthony sentenced to 35 years, this guy, in prison for murder of Austin Metcalf, according to CBS News Texas. Then they sent me some of these videos where black people are reacting very angrily to this news. They're not happy with the sentencing. So I thought, hang on a second. I don't know what's going on. Let me just have a look into the case itself. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'll just go to the woke media, The Guardian. So this is how Guardian described the issue. Anthony of Centennial High School and Austin of Memorial High School were both 17 when they met during a Frisco Independent School District track meet in April 2025. A rain shower started and led to confusion. Some athletes stayed on the field while others ran for cover under team tents. Centennial did not have a tent that day, and when Anthony sought shelter under Memorial's tent, a confrontation occurred, resulting in Anthony stabbing Austin, who was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at a local hospital. As you can see, so, a confrontation occurred as though it was okay for someone to stab another person. So as it turns out, it was this guy, this athlete, he stabbed this guy to death, okay? No race issue, no nothing. You just look at one guy stabbed another person. Okay, he should go to prison for a very long time. I'm not interested in what happened, who said what. You don't just get up and stab people in their hearts, okay? So apparently they have turned this into a race issue. Have a look at this. Let's have a listen to this guy. He is shocked at the sentencing.
Sources have told me that they found Carmelo Anthony guilty of killing that bitch-ass white boy.
Of killing a bitch-ass white boy?
Honestly, Chad, you can't really expect much in America. I didn't think you would get found guilty, but I'm not surprised by this. When you know what the criminal justice system is and what it's really meant to do, you don't get surprised at outcomes like this. They'll let that nigga Rick Chow out, but they won't free Carmelo Anthony, a man who actually had his life threatened by two big-ass white boys. It was me, I'd stab both the niggas. But free Carmelo Anthony, man. He ain't do shit to nobody.
What am I missing here? What are they upset about? Okay. So tensions are extremely high right now outside the Collin County Courthouse. We're being told a verdict is in for Carmelo Anthony. Stay tuned. Okay, so that was as it was happening in real time.
Ain't nothing but air and opportunity. Do something. The same thing that you were going to do to her, we both got our hands behind our back. Let's have a conversation. Why did you get in her face? Why did you get in her face?
Bro, you're getting in his face. You're the one who's getting agitated, acting aggressively and with hostility. The guy's just calm. Like, why can't these people just speak calmly?
You approached a black woman. Don't do that. That is a woman. 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 Pussy. That is a woman. Pussy. That is a woman. That is a woman. That is a woman. A mother. A sister.
I don't know who they're talking about.
It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month, and we got hella pride.
I don't know what they're arguing about. Okay, so here's another one. This one goes, Carmelo Anthony supporter. What do I tell my 5 boys? What do we do now? Yeah, don't murder. Like, what are they talking about? What is it? What is their grievance? I don't understand. I really don't understand what they're angry about.
What do you want us to do?
Don't stab people. Maybe tell your children, control your impulses. If you get angry, try to walk away. Maybe don't react violently. Maybe, guys, this is evidence that everyone is tribal. Everyone is tribal. So these people are siding with Carmelo just because he shares their race. So my question is if everyone is allowed to be tribal, if everyone is allowed to look out for their own race, then why shouldn't white people do that? I'm not saying they should do it, but why shouldn't they if everyone else is doing it? What kind of a world are these woke lefty lunatics creating? They are creating a more tribal world. They are creating a more hostile world, which is not going to be good for anyone at the end of the day.
What do you want us to do at this point? What? I'm lost for words. I don't know what to do. I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more. You can't walk away no more.
Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin.
Tell your 5 boys not to be violent?
See this right now. I hear.
I really don't understand what's going on. Please let me know in the comment section below, okay? Please let me know. So black people ought to be ashamed of how they're responding to Carmelo killing Austin Metcalf. I'm lost for words. What?
This case, if it wasn't a black and a white kid, the black community wouldn't even care. Like, death and destruction happens in our communities every day in Chicago and our cities all around. The only time,
By other black people.
and I've said this from the beginning, that's why even before I got into politics, I never was for the Black Lives Matter movement and all that, because the only time Black Lives Matter is when it comes to a white person. If it's our own community killing each other,
Yeah.
gunning each other down. My mom calls me every day talking about in her city was run by Democrats, how there's killing and kids being shot in the streets, and how nobody cares about it. Nobody speaks up about it. But the moment any type of racial thing happens, the only reason this case has any national attention and the only reason that people are mad at the verdict is because of the hatred and the racism on both sides, of course, but also on in the black community. A lot of black people have been raised and been taught that every issue they have in life is because of white people. I was taught that. My mom.
It's not just with blacks, it's with every other culture. Even people who have migrated into Western countries, even after 2 generations, they still blame the very white people who let them in their countries. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm just waiting for, actually, I'm not waiting for it, but I know it's going to happen. I'm just waiting for white people's patience to run out. It's going to happen at some point. And look, it's happening. Look what happened in Ireland, or Northern Ireland. Another Sudanese deranged asylum seeker attempted to behead a vulnerable, I think he's mentally disabled or has some sort of a mental impairment. The Sudanese migrant tried to behead him in broad daylight. And now riots have broken out. Northern Irish people are setting buses and hotels and houses of immigrants on fire. Like, I mean, that's what they want. I think they want that. I don't know about America. This is obviously a different issue. But I think the woke left wants to cause anarchy, so then they can, out of the anarchy, they can introduce their utopia, which is going to be a dystopia, of course. That's what they want.
I love her there, but that she spewed that to me. She told me that at times, that it's the white man. And so we have been taught that, right? We've been trained to believe that all our issues is the white man's fault. And that we're literally now outside of a courtroom saying that acting like a person was shot, like a black boy was shot or something by a white police officer for no reason. That's how this case emotionally is being handled by many of the black community. These weren't children. These weren't like Austin Metcalf was a bad person, right? That he was a bad person who was on drugs, or he was this evil racist police officer or something. No, this was a little boy. Like, this was a boy that had his whole life in it, was an MVP of his team, was a straight A student, had great character witnesses, was in the youth ministry at his church. Carmelo could have been a good kid. We don't know. I mean, he obviously did an evil thing that he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail over. But it doesn't mean he was evil. As a person was evil. It means he did an evil thing. He let Satan have his heart. And so,
no, well, I don't know about Satan being in his heart. I think it was he couldn't control his impulse. I don't know. Like, I mean, I know they claimed self-defense, but how do you stab someone in the heart, especially when you're outnumbered? Like, how does that happen? How could you not remove yourself from the situation?
Someone was killed. That's the reality. That black people wouldn't even care about this case if it wasn't race involved. And that's the problem in our community.
Absolutely. I wouldn't even care about it if it was another black person killing another black person. Carmelo Anthony supporter calls for murder of Austin Metcalf's twin brother. Oh my goodness. They both should have been dead, both brothers. This is the vile hatred coming from the Anthony supporter mob right now. Check this out. Oh, and he's a white dude. No, is that it? Wow. They keep acting like this. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying obviously they doesn't mean everyone, but there's this mindset in the left that behaves like this. Well, it's not going to win you any brownie points. Sorry. You're not gonna achieve anything with that mindset. So let me read you some more details from the case. Anthony's legal team argued that he had acted in self-defense after he was confronted by members of the Memorial High School team. The defense said Austin and his twin brother, who are about 6'1" confronted Anthony, who is only 5'8". The defense claimed that Anthony reacted to fear and chaos, while a prosecutor said that Austin was stabbed in a sneak surprise attack. Yeah, I'm actually glad that there was no woke judge this time, because we have seen some terrible woke judgments. I made a video a while ago. There are a lot of woke judges in America as well. They just keep letting them out. The guy who murdered Irina Zaruska, the Ukrainian refugee, he can't even stand trial because he's mentally unfit. That is more of a reason for him to stand trial. That is more of a reason for you to put him in prison for life, so he never comes out and never has another episode of mental instability and randomly just kills someone. So I don't know what's going on. This is terrible. People are crazy.